financial situation is secure.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to...
We want to wish our local teams good luck in their athletic endeavors this season. Be safe.
Back with you here in Pine River. For a doubleheader. First up, the girls, the PRB Tigers, the Nevis Tigers. Let's take you through these two clubs coming into tonight. Both won 4 weeks into the season. The Nevis Tigers in the latest Minnesota basketball news rankings, ranked number 10 in Class A. We'll get head coach Paul Schroeder's thoughts on that during the pregame, a little bit maybe after the pregame interview, but they are ranked 10th in Class A, 2-0 on the season. This is their conference opener in the Northwoods. They are 1-0 against Section 5A teams, and this one's kind of got it all. It's a good rivalry. It's got conference, it's got section, all of that into this matchup. In their first 2 games, the Nevis Tigers 2-0, 68.5 points per contest, only allowing 32.5 for their first 2 opponents. They're coming off a year where they were 24-4. They were a state tournament team the year before. They got upended by River-Backus in the subsection semifinals last season. For the PRB Tigers, a busy opening week of the season. Unfortunately for the PRB Tigers, they started 0-3 on the season, 0-2 in section play. This is also the conference opener for the PRB Tigers. They're scoring 50 points per contest, allowing 62.3. Coming off the season last year where they were 13-15. The Nevis Tigers did win both matchups last year, 47-30 and 60-41. So fairly large margins, but not complete blowouts either, as both of these teams usually know when they're on the floor together it's going to be a good battle.
Yeah, also too, I mean, they look great on paper, but this is high school, so there's rotation, there's turnover. So Nevis is missing a lot of guys last year, but they've got some girls here, and hopefully they can still maintain that high standard that they have.
A total of 4 seniors, so some youthfulness with these 2 clubs here tonight. So last year again, Nevis got the sweep in both regular season meetings. The split back in 2021-2022, which was a state tournament year for the Nevis Tigers. So these 2 teams are pairing up. These are both in the Northwoods South Division. Walker-Hackensack is at the court tonight. Castle-Pena is crossing over to the North Division. They're at River-Backus tonight on the north side of the Northwoods. Kelly Northrop, who is also ranked in the top 10 in the state, they are at Red Lake, and Lake Woods, who is PRB's opponent on Friday, they are at Black Duck. That's how the 2 teams compare. We've got to take a break. When we come back, our coaches' comments. First, our chat with Paul Schroeder, head coach for the Nevis Tigers. He is in his 6th year. And our chat with former head coach Charles Sheehan of the PRB Tigers. We're on the station 371 pregame show. Paul's coming right up here on Skeeter 101.5, RJBroadcasting.com, and
Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Hi. Bernie Berkmeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Back with you on the station 370 Very busy opening week for the Tigers. Now this week you've got a couple of first of two here tonight. Nevis is in town. Coach, what is some of this? This is always seems to be a great coming off that first week and having yesterday to kind of prepare, were you able to kind of just take that step back? What did you focus on with the girls? What did you try to turn around continue to attack? You'll see. Continue to Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
And we welcome you back live, Pine River-Backus High School. Just moments away from the start of the girls' game. A little bit early, scheduled for a 6 o'clock tip. Pine River-Backus one going away with the girls' game to start tonight. Coach Paul Shorter the #1 rated team from North as Northwest Conference teams all in the top 10. Of course, typical coach answer when I ask what the rankings.
Yeah, that's a especially with the
he said, you know, I don't pay attention to things, and I probably should, as they're going to have matchup, and then of course we've got Clancy Undertaker boys coming in next year. And one of the players 101.5 is now streaming 24/7 where you can also find our check that out and check out that program to help families of Christmas. Here is our national
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stars led bright stars through the perilous fight. For the we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran, the bombs bursting near, through the night, our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Of tonight's game with the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Nevis Tigers here on here with you. Let's give it the starting lineup for the visiting Nevis Tigers. And another senior for the Nevis Tigers, Isaacson, for the Pine River-Backus Tigers under fourth-year head coach Tucker Series. The season, this is and again, Trimmed in yellow. PRB with the black shorts and the orange numbers and letters. Game 1 of 2 with both Ironton and PRB's boys up next. Matt will get some taste of play as well. Excited to get a double dip for a Tuesday night here in December. A little bit of snowfall on the ground. It's going to be gone in a day.
Yeah, tomorrow they said, or Thursday's going to be
So I think people are getting nervous that we might not have a white Christmas.
It's a common complaint.
Yeah, it is. Alora Dahl and Kaylee Bester are going to tuned into any volleyball broadcast with these two teams, that is for sure. As they've got the main clock set, but the shot clocks are not set. Of course, shot clocks are part of every high school game this year. And although I think with everybody, it's been a little bit of a learning curve for the shot clock.
A little bit of a learning curve, but especially for the girls,
now we're ready to go. Here in the first left, Nevis will go to our right. Bessler and Alora Dahl ready, and the opening tip controlled by the Nevis Tigers. Into the contest, a foul called on Elidal. Now we have seen PRB get into foul trouble in the first couple of games, and that, in Coach Shealy talking about adjusting to the game. If that's an early Stacy's right nice feed by the junior point guard as Nevis takes the 2-0 lead on our CRMC scoreboard. Our first tip, by the way, brought to you by First Western Bank of Texas. Here's a 3-on-1 River's offensive to Hannigan. Hannigan in the lane, kicks it out. As Nevis in a 1-2-2, it's a steal. Kind of rolled off her hand and she turns it over. They turn over there. We are just over 45 seconds in. Favor of Nevis. Sawyer Tulachek takes it out to Elidal through her hands. Down into Hannigan. Hannigan's made a lot of time at the free throw line. Down inside. There she is on the blocks. And she puts it up and scores. By Sawyer Tulachek. Nevis breaks the pressure. Here's a wide open. Looking left, now goes right to Elidal on the left. Back to Alora, ran out of bounds. Coach Shealy talked about different pressures. They started out, we've seen them play person to person. Now they're giving out to Bessler. Thought about three. Top to Keith Stacy into Forbes. Forbes in the lane. The turn. The shot over Hannigan and shaking the ice.
Passing well.
15:35 to go. Inside. Bucher shot counted in the foul. Bucher's a nice quick turnaround in the lane. Gets the bucket and one. First foul called on the Nevis Tigers, and it's going to go against Maya Stacy.
Buchers was smothered there, but was able to fight through it.
And the free throw is perfect. That's a good start. Nevis, they get it right back. Claire Isaacson with the steal. Up the right side. Leads it up the window and in. Claire. 8-5 Nevis. 15-15 to go here in the first half. Elidal right side to wing high post Buchers. That one tipped away, and this one is gets the steal. Quickly into Nevis and travels. Three turnovers here in the first half. Another fast-paced game here in Pine River.
I like it. It makes people entertaining. The girls stay active. I love it.
Massey was a little too far underneath the basket. We have a jump ball on the hard possession, and the possession arrow favors PRB. Yeah, Hannigan, quick turnaround just inside the free throw line. That one left a bit long. PRB tries to trap her. She does a nice job staying calm. Now Bessler up ahead. Inside the four, right side, shot and good around Tulinchek. River-Backus quickly into the half court. Tulinchek tried to get a pass down to Buchers. That one was the other way. Alora at the top. Almost 4 minutes down in our first half. Nevis staying in the 3-2, very active zone. Got the Hannigan down in the baseline, cutting Buchers on that pass. Tried to squeeze it between two defenders. Substitution
really impressed here with the girls staying as aggressive as they have been.
Always is. Alora trying to get across to Hannigan and another deflected pass taken away.
Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
13-5, Nevis on top, 13:39 to go. A little work put together by the visiting Nevis Tigers. They have scored 7 straight. River-Backus trying to go inside and right onto the timeout. Another steps in front of the pass. PRB has switched it up and onto the two-free zone. There's Bessler got behind some defense, puts it up and in. Nevis shooting very well. Bessler assisted by Maya Stacy, and it's a 9-0 run. And now another steal. Finally, back up to 15-5. Here's the long ball. Pumping a three. That one short. And the rebound. Is at 23. PRB gets a second chance.
That's no backboard there.
Trying to find Buchers on the cut, and there's Maya Stacy again. Good
defense there. Right there. It's very competitive going underneath
another turn. That's 9 PRB turnovers. Nevis leading by 10, 15-5, 20 to go in the first half. It's an 11-0 run by the visiting Nevis Tigers. Lewis, and she tries to fire it back. Nobody's home, and another PRB turnover. Brenna Lindo and Adeline Bjorklund had come in for Nevis. They're going to check out, as Coach Schroeder said, he's basically got 7 players that he's going to roll with. Here's Bessler with a long three. That one off the mark. One of the rare Nevis misses we've seen in the last few minutes.
Very rare.
17-5, and now another PRB turnover.
Nevis just making it competitive under the hoop on both ends, and PRB, with the turnovers, you said 9. They're kind of
now to 11.
Yeah, now that they're falling behind on the Oregon Trail, and you can't do that.
Started off competitive. It was 6-5 Nevis. Nevis has pulled away since. Here's a shot baseline and another good-looking bucket. That was Claire Isaacson. She's got 4. Make it 13 straight for the 10th-ranked Nevis Tigers. And they are looking extremely sharp offensively. Now here's a steal. It's another turnover. Isaacson on the other end. Tulinchek, good hustle to get back. Tied up Isaacson. There's a loose ball in the corner. It is out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Nevis.
Tulinchek doing great. I mean, she got it stolen from her, but she was like, you're not going to steal from me. We're going to contest this all the way to the end. And good job getting it on the inbounds.
Coach Schroeder had talked about, he knows that PRB is going to fight. Here is Maya Stacy. Left side into the corner. Bessler's got an open look for 3, in and out, and the rebound, Kaylee Johnson had it, lost it. It's into the hands of Forbes. Only the first offensive rebound for Nevis, but it's going to net him a trip to the free throw line as Sawyer Tulinchek picks up the foul. Yeah, I had made the mention that within 8 seconds we had a foul. Now we've got almost 7 minutes off the clock, and we've only had 3 total. First free throw for Ava Forbes rolls off the left side. Forbes ready, lines up the second one. That one drops in. She's got 7, and we've got a timeout called by Coach Schroeder of the Nevis Tigers. With 11:08 to go in the first half, the Nevis Tigers off to a good start. They lead the Pine River-Backus Tigers 20-5. We will break. More coming right up after this. This is game 1 of a doubleheader on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com. Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage.
Again, as Kaylee Johnson zips a pass past Sawyer Tulinchek, Nevis is not putting full court pressure on as Ariana Burns and Ella Dahl check in for Pine River-Backus. But no full court pressure, but Nevis has been extremely tough in the half court. Very good zone defense. 20-5 Nevis. McNamee over to Stacy. Pine River-Backus passing off in a matchup zone. Stacy down on the blocks. Tough shot, got the roll. Neither team lists any heights. Neither team has an abundance of height, but Nevis is getting a lot of points down in the blocks and in the paint area.
Yeah, they're just a little more competitive, a little more aggressive down there. And I don't know if it was that first foul that got PRB to gun shy, but they've been a little gun shy.
McNamee gets the steal inside, and we're going to get a foul on Burns, bumping into the back of Ava Forbes. 10-17 to go, first half. Devin Kruger and Matt Thurston with you. Matt's going to take over here in a couple minutes to take you through play-by-play the rest of the first half. If you need to stand closer, you let me know, Matt.
Will do.
As Bessler's going to toss it in for Nevis. Into Stacy, double team, tries to kick it back out. It's deflected out of bounds by Bukers. And Bessler's going to go right in that short corner area between the blocks and the corner into Stacy. Right back to Bessler, was looking and threw that one a little too low. Turnover number 6 on Nevis. 10-12 to go, opening half. Crosby, Ironton, and PRB boys coming up next. Laura Dahl, jump pass to Buchers. PRB's offense has been stifled for several minutes. Tulinchek looks for the kick out and another deflected pass. Nevis's hands have been all over the place. Ella Dahl under heavy duress with McNamee inside to Burns. Kicks it out. Dahl, top of the key for 3. Got it! And the Tigers of PRB off the snide with the triple from Laura Dahl, snapping a 16-0 run. It's 22-8. Forbes quickly back the other way. Quick shot, Isaacson, baseline, and she buries it. 6 for Isaacson on the assist from Forbes. 24-8, Nevis Tigers. Ella Dahl between the circles. Over to the right side of Laura to Tulinchek. Tulinchek got tripped up a little bit by McNamee. No call there as Laura looking. Such quick feet, quick hands we have seen from this Nevis defense. Burns down on the blocks, double team, pass out. There's another tip and a steal by McNamee. That's her 3rd steal. Halfway through half number 1, 24-8. Nevis in front. Stacy dumps it down to Bessler. Bessler up top to Stacy. Pine River-Backus extending that zone in a little bit of confusion. We see a couple of girls following. It's not quite a square, box and one or anything like that. Now Laura Dahl, heavy pressure on Bessler, and here's a tip and a steal by Tulinchek. And Tulinchek is going to be fouled by Claire Isaacson, just the 2nd foul on the Nevis Tigers. 8:40 to go in the first half, 24-8. Nevis is in front. Matt's going to take over play-by-play.
Good evening, folks. This is your boy Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger here in Pine River-Backus. As Pine River will inbounds the ball, they will go right to left. Tulinchek to Laura Dahl, and she will drop it off to Lewis. Lewis fakes a 3 and passes it back to the top of the key of Dahl. Dahl now to Tulinchek. Tulinchek driving from the baseline, bounces out, and it will be fought by McNamee. Excuse me, that's number 4, Forbes, under there being competitive. As we can, that'll give Bessler the opportunity. Inbounds at PRB, full court press now, as it's 2 and 3 on the press. Nevis will pass it back and forth. How come that's not a back and forth? Because 3 points weren't across the thing. Laura Dahl gets the interception. Tulinchek gets the interception. Laura Dahl gets it passed off. Hannikin to Lewis across the court, near side to far side. Here's Tulinchek picking up Ella Dahl gives a long 3. No. Ella Dahl, somebody's able to kick it out to Ella Dahl. She is able to roll it in and out on the 3. Tulinchek fighting, and she kicks it out to the top of the key. Ella Dahl over to Alora Dahl, or Alora to Ella, excuse me. As both Dahl sisters are out there, Alura's taking 3s. As now Nevis will take it. Stacy brings it up to the far side, down to the bottom. She will kick it out to Bessler. And
hit the 3.
Hit the 3. I was checking names, so I didn't see that. Alora Dahl rolling up. She will pass it up to Lewis. Hannikin underneath as she will take a dribble and step forward. She will be contested as she tries to shoot, and there was no threat. As Bessler and Stacy are working on back. Here's Alora Dahl and Tulinchek working team and getting themselves a steal together. Tulinchek fights hard. She kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis steps up for a 3. No. But Hannikin is there underneath. She's contesting. Kicks it out to Alora Dahl. Dahl steps up for a 3. Sykes, she kicks it off to her sister, who passes it to Tulinchek underneath. Tulinchek gets the pass or the shot up, and Nevis will get the rebound.
Well, a lot of second and third chances for PRB, but unable to convert them. Sorry, Tulinchek really working hard on the offensive glass.
Yeah, those are the things that shoot you in the foot. Is not taking advantage of those chances, as Nevis kicks it out of bounds underneath their own hoop. So that will give Bessler the opportunity to inbound it, and a couple of changes. As number 13 for Nevis, Grace.
That's McNamee.
McNamee comes back in. Yeah, she's been a bit of a thief this whole first half, so As Nevis inbounds it, they will kick it around. Stacy puts it down below for Forbes. Forbes tries to kick it up, isn't. Tulinchek will get the rebound. She'll run, hustle it up to the three, pass it down below to Buchers. Buchers tries to Larry Bird it and does not get the hook shot off.
That was partially blocked by Brenna Lindo.
Brenna Lindo, yeah, getting in there. Yeah, the Nevis girls are really contesting and staying competitive underneath the hoop as Buchers drives again, can't get it in. Hannikin on the second chance will get it. And Hannikin's got 4 points on the night. Nevis will kick it up. McNamee. Oh, believe me, I had trouble with it too. And number 4, Forbes, drops her 4th of the night. She's got 8 points. And PRB will bring it back to the top of the key. That's Ella Dahl. And now here's Buchers shooting a 3. No. Tulinchek and is underneath. And now Nevis will get the rebound. Tulinchek staying as we move down to the Nevis moves down to the top of the key. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left as the clock rolls. And it now goes out of bounds. So 5:06. The Nevis Tiger Muskies 29.
Going old school with that, are you?
Your Pine River-Backus Tigers only have 10. And there's only 6 fouls on the board. So no foul trouble yet. As Tolenchek will inbound it, Dahl will bring it up. She will get stuck on something at midcourt. Able to get it out. Buchers kicks it out to Lewis. Lewis tries to put up a 3, does not. Nevis's Bessler and Stacy underneath the hoop staying well. And here comes Yorkland on the drive. She puts it up. Nevis gets a rebound. There's McNamee. Oh, I'm so sorry, child. McNamee, as she will put up another 2. And I believe that's her first 2.
Yep, her first bucket tonight for McNamee. You all right there?
Yeah.
31-10, Pine River-Backus trailing with the ball. Ella Dahl to Alara. This is why having 2 people is nice. Here's Buchers inside in the blocks. Tries to go up and under. That one rolls off. Tulinchek rebound tapped away. And Lindo collects it. And then she tries to get a pass across. And I think Ella Dahl cut in front of Bessler. And did, I think it's going to be Pine River-Backus basketball. I think they called that on Bessler, and they did.
They did call it on Bessler. And that will give Aurora Dahl the chance to inbound at 4:07 behind 31-10. As Ella will get some shots from the charity line. No shots from the charity line. We're inbounding it.
Hannikin came back in. Hannikin's had a tough go of it, had a couple of buckets early, but she has been fighting tough inside with Forbes and Bessler in that zone defense that Nevis has had.
Not for the lack of opportunity. She's out there. She's a baller. That's what I love about some of these girls is that they both play volleyball, and now they're here in basketball. As Ella Dahl shoots a 3. It goes longs, and Buchers will put it up and not get the rebound. And it will be contested and go out of bounds, and McNamee for Nevis will inbound it. That's PRB with 3:56 behind 31-10, applies a full court press.
Buchers was called for a foul on that. That's her first, team's 5th.
As Nevis moves it up, the number 1, Isaacson, takes a shot from down below, and it is missed.
Foul on the rebound, and that might be another one on Hannikin.
I think that's Hannikin. Yep.
That'll be number 2.
That'll be number 2 and 6 for Team Tigers of Pine River-Backus. 3:45, Nevis will inbound it out, and number 22, Bessler, hits a 3 from the far side of the court. Allura Dahl brings it up. Tulinchek. Allura Dahl down to Hannikin. Hannikin tries to kick it out. Buchers will drive from the far side, and she will be contested by Bessler underneath the hoop, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, that was when Bucher driving got cut off. No foul. There was a little bit of contact. I don't mind the no call there, and Bucher's just dribbled it off her knee.
Bucher seems to be driving a lot, whereas Allura Dahl hasn't been where she had been last week. On this near side, she'd been driving deep. As Nevis takes it underneath, and that'll be a 2-pointer from Stacy underneath the hoop.
Another
for
9-0
Nevis.
run for Nevis, now up 36-10, and for Maya Stacy, she's up to 9 points.
36-10, 2:58, clock's running. Allura Dahl's taking a shot with a 3, airballs it out, and it will be rounded by Nevis. As Bessler takes it, kicks it out to McNamara. Back to Bessie. Here comes Forbes. She's able to put it up, overshoots it, and that will bring back Ella Dahl. And Allura Dahl will throw for a 3, and it's going to be...
We're going to have a foul inside as Hannikin had position underneath. And the foul going to go against McNamee.
And we will have mass substitution as Dahl and
Burns came back in.
Burns and Lewis come back in. As Allura Dahl's underneath the hoop, she tries to inbound it quickly, and Hannikin tries to put one up, and she will get fouled.
Talked with Tucker Shealy in the pregame about the opportunities at the free throw line. This is only the second trip to the free throw line tonight for PRB, with the first one being an and one.
Especially when you talk about your practice was a lot of free throws, and then you don't even get to game time them. But here she is as she drains the first one.
Foul was on
And
Kaylee
Hannikin.
Bessler. That's her second.
So Hannikin drains her first one. Here comes up her second one, 2:33. As Nevis is up 36-11 over Pine River Tigers. Lewis underneath will get the rebound as now Allura Dahl just to the left will take a 3-shot. It does not fall. Forbes gets it, and she will kick it out. And McNamara will bring it back down left to right for Nevis as it is now loose ball. Here's Lewis coming up with it. Good girl, keeping your eyes up. She kicks it out to Dahl. Dahl will get it, bring it back down to the top of the key. There's Burns, Lewis. Lewis overshoots it, but Hannikin's there as a saving grace. Look at her. And Ella Dahl will be contested. It will be stolen by Forbes for Nevis. As now Nevis brings it back down left to right. Under 2 minutes here, buck 50, 36-11. Nevis on top of Pine River-Backus. It's your boy Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger. There's Stacy with a 3 from the near side. And it almost drops. Allura Dahl will bring it up quick. Here's Ella Dahl. She'll kick it back out to her sister Allura. Across the thing, here's Lewis driving from the three-point line, and she will put it in.
Nice looking runner by the junior Aaliyah Lewis.
Aaliyah Lewis. Those are some bench points, too. Those are very important. As McNamara will bring it up to the top of the key. A loose zone will give Forbes a shot, and Lewis a block.
Yeah, that's not a block when they call a foul. She tried to block it. First foul on her, and that's a shooting foul. Forbes at the line for 2, where she's 1 for 2 so far tonight. Nevis has been extremely balanced in this first half without much of a short bench, getting really nice contributions from all their pieces.
112 as Nevis Tigers are up 37 over Pine River-Backus Tigers 13 as she misses her second one, and Mimi Buchers will drive, and she will stop, turn around, and put it up. Gets her own rebound, kicks it underneath to Hannikin. Hannikin's trying to kick it out and trying to find her outlet, Allura Dahl, as it goes off of McNamara's foot. So that'll give Tulinchek the inbounds opportunity as PRB is going right to left. Under a minute, down 37-13. Clock's running. Hannikin underneath, drives, steps, drives, does not. As Forbes will get the rebound, she kicks it out to McNamara. And under 45 seconds, they cross half court. McNamara at the top of the key, going to the right, kicks it back to the top to the Forbes. And there's Bessler with a 3.
Oh, wow.
And she drops it. Bessler with a 3, her first 3 of the night.
Actually, her third.
Good thing I've got Devin Kruger here because
you're learning.
It's true. As Nevis will now get an interception, and number 1 drives, and that is Isaacson with a steal and 2 points on Alea. So that'll make it 42-13 as we're under 10. Bucher's putting up 3. Tulinchek with a rebound, and she gets 2 on the rebound. That'll make it 42-15 as the game ends. It's your boy Matt Thurston and Devin Kruger here at Pine River-Backus School. We'll be right back to wrap this up with our stars of the game, maybe some stats. And
it's only the first half, buddy.
What?
It's only the first half. We have a whole nother half to play.
We'll be back for halftime.
Station 371 in Pine.
Serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Nevis leading Pine River-Backus 42-15. We saw the PRB Tigers dominate in the B squad game, but here in the varsity, after it was competitive for the first couple minutes, Matt, Nevis very impressive offensively. Pine River-Backus just flat out not shooting the ball well. They had some opportunities. They've had a lot of second chances, but they also have a lot more turnovers. The Nevis Tigers able to get a couple of big runs in the first half and have a big lead at the break.
Yeah, one of the things that Pine River-Backus is doing is they're getting their rebounds. Yeah, second chances are happening, but they're staying down there. They're not looking to kick it out. They're trying to draw those fouls, and Nevis is doing well. They have adjusted well, understanding what the refs are calling and not calling. And we saw it in the fouls as it was 6-3, I believe, in the fouls.
You know, we saw last week we had a couple of games where there were a lot of fouls piling up on both teams. It looked like it might be pretty tightly contested, but there hasn't been. You know, both teams are in a zone defense, and a lot of times when you're in a zone, you're not going to pick up as many fouls. Pine River-Backus, as you said, they're taking advantage of Nevis' zone by getting a lot of offensive rebounds. They're trying to go back up with it, but they're just not finding the rhythm. They're not getting all those chances at the free throw line that they had gotten in their first week last week. Nevis, I think, one of the more impressive things for Coach Schroeder's group was in their zone just how active their hands are. When you hear coaches talk about a zone defense, they're always going to talk about active hands, getting your hands in the passing lanes. We saw an abundance of that. Nevis tipping passes and straight out stealing passes a lot in the first half as Pine River-Backus really struggled on the offensive end.
Yeah, for that, it's just about great timing. I mean, the girls are understanding where they are on the court. They're very court conscious. like I said, when you tip them out, they're tipping them out towards their teammates. And as Nevis stays tight and, they're very fluid, they can come together right underneath that hoop, but then spread out full court when PRB gets that ball back.
And shooting, Nevis really has some good-looking shooters. I mean, they have hit a lot of, just some quick strikes. Really good. Just they get the ball, their feet are planted, they're squaring up and hitting it. It was 6-5 when Nevis went on a 16-0 run. Pine River-Backus didn't score for probably over 5 minutes, where Nevis built up a 22-5 lead. After a bucket, two more, couple buckets for Nevis. Pine River-Backus, it was 27-10 when Nevis put together another 9-0 run, extending the lead to 36-10. They built it up to 42-13, their biggest lead there in the first half at 29 points. And then, of course, Pine River-Backus did get the last bucket on an offensive rebound to cut it to 42-15. We're going to break. We're going to take a look at the first half numbers. When we come back, start getting you ready for half number 2, as game 1 of our doubleheader has the Nevis Tigers up big on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. It's 42-15 here on YourLiveEvent.com, Skeeter 101.5, and RJBroadcasting.com.
And to Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com. Restock on.
Back with you here, halftime of the girls' game. Crosby Ironton in town for the boys' varsity matchup coming up next. For the viewers on YourLiveEvent.com, we will break away. It will be a new broadcast. It will be a separate broadcast to get the boys' matchup tonight with Crosby Ironton. For radio, we'll just take a break so we can get things set on the video side, kind of like we usually do as we transition from game 1 to game 2. 42-15, Nevis is in front here at the half for the girls' game. Let's take a look at the numbers. Turnovers in the first half, Nevis I had for 10. Pine River-Backus with 19 rebounds. Pine River-Backus 19-14, the advantage, an overwhelming advantage on the offensive glass. Now, field goal shooting is a big piece of this, but I love the tenacity of PRB and the offensive rebounds. 14-4 on the offensive glass after half number 1. From the free throw line, Pine River-Backus 2 for 3, Nevis 2 for 4. Individually in the first half for Pine River-Backus, Brianna Hannikin leading the way. She's got 5 points, 3 apiece for Mimi Buchers and Alora Dahl. Dahl has a couple of assists, 2 points, 2 steals for Chulinchek, 2 points, 2 steals for Leah Lewis off the bench for PRB with just the 15 points on the board. For Nevis, really impressed with their balance. Kaylee Bessler, 3 threes from beyond the arc, 13 points, 10 points, 2 steals, 2 assists for Ava Forbes, 9 points, 2 steals, 2 assists for Maya Stacy, 8 points, 3 assists, 3 steals for Claire Isaacson, and 2 points, 3 steals for Grace McNamee. So those are your numbers, as it'll be the Nevis Tigers getting the ball to start the second half when we come back. This is girls basketball on Skeeter 101.5, RJBroadcasting.com, and YourLiveEvent.com.
We own Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show.
We are back here on Skeeter 101.5, YourLiveEvent.com. There was a few seconds left, and they put the ladies back out on the court as Nevis will go right to left here in half number 2. They get the opening inbounds for the second half, up 42-15. Leah Eveland, an 8th grader, getting the start in the second half. Probably particularly defensively, as the PRB is going to go person-to-person defense. Here's Maya Stacy looking inside for Forbes, and it's knocked away by Brianne Hannigan. And Matt, when we look at the second half, obviously one of the key things we know heading into it, no matter what, is PRB is not going to go down without a fight.
Yeah, I think that's why they put Leah Eveland in. In JV, she's their three-point shooter, so I expect her to take some shots up here.
Stacy going inside, and that one deflected and stolen away by Hannigan. Alora Dahl, along with Eveland, Buchers, Hannigan, and Tulinchek, the 5 on the floor. Here's a pass looking inside for Buchers, getting her hands on it was Isaacson, and she's going to rip it away for a steal. Both teams turn it over on their opening possession. Starting 5, of course, for Nevis, Isaacson, Forbes, McNamee, Bessler, and Stacy. And there's a pass on the far side thrown away by the Nevis Tigers. We'll have an abbreviated post-game show because we have to transition to the boys matchup, but we will do the notes, numbers, and our award winners since we're on radio and yourliveevent.com. We have the star of the game, Enbridge. I bring the energy player of the game, and the big deal is there's another steal for the Nevis Tigers. That one given to Bessler. Coverage also brought to you tonight by Plumbing Etc. and trustworthy components of Pine River for radio coverage as Maya Stacy steps into a 3 on the left wing. That one off the front, off of the rebound for Hannigan, but then she threw it away. Now a scramble. Tulinchek down on the floor, trying to roll it off her ankle. She taps it to Eveland, and PRB comes away with it. Now Hannigan fouled hard by Maya Stacy as she tried to flip a pass to Eveland.
Poor Allura Dahl, it looked like self-defense. She was just trying to get that ball away from her. Or Tulinchek, I should say, as she was sitting on the ground.
Tulinchek has had a very feisty game, I would say, for PRB, doing all the dirty work. Eveland over to Buchers. Nevis staying in their 3-2 zone. They have been very effective with it. Hannigan quickly triple teamed, and as she tries to turn and get to cross the lane, she is bumped and fouled, and quickly that'll be number 3 on Maya Stacy, and that's what Coach Shealy was talking about in terms of trying to test the Nevis depth to see if they could get some foul trouble.
Well, PRB's got to score on this possession if they want to change things in the whole long game.
Oh, and they won't, as a pass from Evelyn deflected and taken away by Nevis. Well, we're still at the halftime score. We've played almost 2 minutes, 1:45 off the clock here in the second half, still 42-15. In favor of the Nevis Tigers. Maya Stacy up top to McNamee, over to Isaacson. Quick pass, Bessler dumps it down inside to Forbes. Blocked by Tulinchek. That'll be a jump ball. Sorry, Tulinchek with a tremendous block, and the ball will be awarded to Pine River-Backus.
Yeah, she's staying aggressive all night. I love it.
For the first time tonight, Nevis, and perhaps part of it being the lack of depth, first time they played full court pressure, and there's a steal. Maya Stacy across for McNamee, and there's Tulinchek again, tipping the ball out, and the Tigers have it up ahead to Hannigan. Hannigan with the breakaway, right side, goes up and makes the layup. Each team got a turnover on that one as the Tigers of PRB strike first in the second half. Now a long pass to Forbes, turns looking ahead for Stacy, and Nevis throws it away. That is already the 6th turnover this half on the Nevis Tigers.
Pine River-Backus should take advantage of it. They just scored on a turnover, so let's hope they stay with that theme.
Elladal in for Aloradal as Nevis extending that full court here early in the second half, trying to put this one on ice. Elladal to Eveland. Eveland looking ahead, launches it to Tulinchek. Quick pass to Hannigan. Hannigan, nothing there on the break. Now a pass for Buchers, too high. And that'll be turnover number 4. We have had 10 turnovers so far here in the second half with only 2 points on the scoreboard.
And that's the story of the game, and that's why you're behind is those loose balls, those turnovers. Those are the points you're not getting that you're supposed to be.
Stacy over to McNamee, across to Forbes, 2-on-1 momentarily. Forbes with the runner. This one rolls off the right side. Hannigan, terrific positioning on the rebound. Eveland looking ahead, the young 8th grader, and that's going to be a carry as the ball got a little bit of a high dribble, got her hand underneath it, rolled it over the top, and a turnover on PRB. Alora Dahl, after a short rest, will come in for Eveland.
Eveland took no shots with those minutes. Very interesting.
Stacy in a double team to McNamee, inside to Forbes. Forbes in the lane, dumps it down. Isaacson with the finish. Good cut on the baseline by Claire Isaacson. She's in double figures with 10. 44-17. in favor of Nevis, as their couple subs are going to come in. Coach Shorter with an opportunity to get them good time as Alora Dahl, a pass too high for Hannikin, taken away by McNamee, and then McNamee dribbles it off her foot under the pressure of Tulinchik and Elladal, and Nevis turns it back over as Bjorklund and Lindo will check in. Isaacson and McNamee will exit stage left.
I think she only saw Tulinchek. I didn't think she realized she was double teamed, but it worked.
Tulinchek with a pass that's deflected again by the Nevis defense. That 3-2 has been dangerous. Alora Dahl reverses left side. Tulinchek trying to go inside to Hannikin. Got position underneath. Quick shot, and she scores. Hannikin with 9, 44-19. Still a long way to go if PRB wants the comeback win.
When she stays wide under that hoop, she's able to make those shots. I would like to see her stay with it.
Forbes out to Stacy. Kick out left wing. 3-ball around and out. Offensive rebound. Bessler. Put back. No, but a foul. Only the 5th offensive rebound for the Nevis Tigers tonight, but it's going to put Ava Forbes, Kaylee Bessler at the free throw line for the first time. The foul is on Alora Dahl, her first. First free throw for Bessler is good. 3 in for the PRB Tigers as Lewis, Kaylee Johnson back in, and for the first time we see 8th grader Ella Brewer enter the contest.
Brewer, a good JVer, so hopefully she impacts up here at the varsity level.
2 up, 2 down for Kaylee Bessler. She's got a game high 15, leading the Nevis Tigers. The 10th ranked Nevis Tigers looking to go 3-0 on the year and win their 3rd straight against PRB. Here's Brewer, quick 3, right side, deep on the wing. That one off the mark, and the rebound tapped out. Lewis collects. Nevis trying to make sure they do better on the rebounding as Hannikin double teamed underneath. Her shot is left short, and Nevis rebounds. 13:43 to go, 46-19 in favor of the Nevis Tigers. Nice little one-handed flip from Stacy. Stacy with the kick out for 3 off the front iron. Forbes tapped the rebound to herself, trying to go out. Had the pass rejected by Johnson. Now here's a long 2 by Lindo. That one off to the left, and the rebound will end up out of bounds, awarded to PRB.
Both sets of girls staying aggressive. I like it.
Pine River-Backus 0-3 to start the season. Nevis 2-0. Here's Aaliyah Lewis. Just across, kind of straddled that timeline. And here's Alora Dahl. Token for Hannikin, and that one well read and stolen by Forbes. Her 3rd steal tonight. 5 minutes gone in the second half. 46-19. Nevis in front. On the near side, down the wing, Stacy inside. Forbes, quick shot, and the score. First bucket for Forbes this half. Stacy another assist. 48-19. Back to the largest lead we've seen tonight. 29 points for the 10th ranked Nevis Tigers. Alora Dahl over to Johnson. Looking at the high post, not there. Jump pass out to Lewis. Nevis very good at closing out, and you could hear that slap up here as Alora Dahl crossed over Maya Stacy, and that'll be number 4 on Maya Stacy as quickly McNamee jumps off the bench for Nevis. Tulinchek will come in for PRB, and Maya Stacy is going to go have a seat. 12:35 to go in the second half, and she picks up her 4th personal foul. Team foul number 3 on Nevis. On the inbounds, Forbes flashed in front of Ella Brewer, and that forced her to not handle the pass cleanly, and PRB 8 turnovers this half. They're up to 27 in the game.
That really tells the story of why you're behind. If
Ella Brewer gets a steal. Here's a 3, Alora Dahl, left side, just a shade long, and Kaylee Bessler there for the rebound. To McNamee. McNamee sprinting across the timeline, down to Forbes. Forbes looking across the lane, not there, out to Bessler, who hit 3 from long range in the first half. Bessler has it high on the wing. PRB person-to-person defense. And here's Bjorklund. Bjorklund back to Bessler, Alora Dahl right on her hip. Now 6 minutes gone, half number 2, 48-19 in favor of Nevis. It was 42-15 at the break. Tigers, Bessler at the shot clock down at 5, heaves one up from long range, hits the front of the rim, and the rebound tapped out of bounds to Pine River-Backus. And that's one of the few times, Matt, we've seen that shot clock really have an effect.
Yeah, it's good to see that the girls are court conscious and aware of that there is the shot clock out there, especially it being new to a lot of them.
Certain conferences played conference games with shot clocks last year to try to help get used to it. The Northwoods Conference was not one. In fact, there were only 3 conferences that used them throughout last year. The Park Region is one of them. In fact, Matt will have Park Region hoops on Friday with Pillager at Henning. Here's a three-pointer, Laura Dahl. That one all the way around and spins out, and Bessler collects the Nevis rebound. Nevis definitely has done a better job of getting rebounding position here in the early part of the second half. 48-19. Here's Forbes down underneath against Buchers, and she gets the roll. Forbes has 14, and the lead is now 31 in favor of the Nevis Tigers. 11-11 to go here in the second half.
Yeah, and that shot's just the story of the game. You know, they're putting it up, and it just rolls in, and they're rolling over PRB at the moment.
Kaylee Johnson fires a three from the right wing. That one off the mark. Left offensive rebound, Tulinchek, and then Ella Dahl from 10 feet hits first bucket tonight for Ella Dahl, and a timeout for Pine River-Backus. With 10:54 to go in the second half, it is Nevis up 50-21 on the PRB Tigers. As we take a break, more right after this on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the yourliveevent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation.
We are back in action here at Pine River-Backus after the timeout. 10:46 to go. It's 50-21. Taking to the rest of the way is Matt Thurston.
That's right. It's your boy Matt Thurston here in Pine River-Backus alongside Devin Kruger. As Nevis is able to kick it out as they are going right to left. Forbes will get it underneath the hoop, and she will try to shack attack and not get it. And second chance doesn't fall, and Mimi Buchers is underneath Evelyn as she will kick it out to Evelyn. Evelyn will cross the court from near to far to Tulinchek, out to Laura Dahl, and here's Buchers underneath, and she'll get 2 as she's able to drop that one.
Nice assist by Laura Dahl.
Laura Dahl doing a lot on both sides as Nevis will be, is that a foul?
Yep, I think so.
Yep, slap in the hand.
That'll be number 2 on Buchers.
So Buchers making her contribution being felt. As that will get ready for Nevis. As the shot clock's at 30. The main clock's at 10:15 as Nevis is up 50-23 over the Pine River-Backus Tigers. As Stacy gives it to McNamee. McNamee will take it to the top, to the right, dribble, and Evelyn gets up in there, and she will get herself a steal, and she will fast break it to Hannikin, who drives the layup, and it drops. So great plays there. Hopefully that sparks the girls as Nevis brings it back across as Stacy gets it to the Forbes. And Forbes will lose it underneath to Mimi Buchers. She has a strong shoe game with that white and pink. She drives it to Tulinchek. Tulinchek drives it forward, gets her own rebound, kicks it out to Dahl, who now drops the 3. And that will get a timeout initiated by Nevis at 9:28 as Nevis are up 50-28. We'll take a timeout as well. This is your boy Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger, your live event.
Event.com.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise, including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Nevis, who is quick to move it down the right to left court, and they will lose it on an overshot, and that'll give your Alora Dahl, give Alora Dahl a chance to inbound it and bring it down. Tulinchek will be contested, and that'll be a reach-in foul on Nevis.
Yeah, right. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say it was right now. We're on a 9-0 run for Pine River-Backus,
and that is good news for Pine River-Backus Tigers at 9-10 as they are down 50-28 here in the second half. Passing it around the horn, and Meany Bukers will lose it down low here on the near side, and that will give Alora Dahl from the Pine River-Backus Tigers the opportunity to inbound it, and she will right underneath the hoop, and Bukers in traffic is somehow able to pull it out and get a hoop up. Forbes will get the rebound, and she will kick it out to Isaacson, and now Stacy, and is that an up and down?
Yeah, that's probably going to be a travel. If she tried to lose the ball on her way down, but she still had control when her feet came down, and absolutely a travel, and that's the 10th turnover this half, as Nevis has already matched their first half turnover total.
That's what happens when you bring your luggage. You get called for traveling. As Alora Dahl at the top of the key will give it up to McNamara, out to Bessler, now to Stacy. Stacy to Bessler. She'll bring it up to the half point. Isaacson will take it at the top of the key on the far side, and she'll be contested as it'll be a loose ball, but it'll be picked back up by Nevis. Nevis, here's a contestant from Hannikin. Hannikin able to contest. Isaac is able to shoot it from the near side, and Forbes and Hannikin will get into it underneath the hoop for a jump ball.
I think they're going to get a foul on Hannikin as Forbes had the position. So Hannikin tried to create the jump ball, but too much contact on the backside. That's 3 on Hannikin.
Hannikin needs to keep doing what she's doing, just not get caught. As Nevis passes it around the horn, here's Stacy for 3, and it will bounce once, and Forbes will get it. Isaacson will dribble it through her legs. She'll kick it to Stacy, down low to Forbes. Forbes tries to underhand it and is unsuccessful. Here's Alora driving. Alora Dahl drives on the left side, and she's able to get it to drop. So that'll make it 50-30 with 7:55 and running. And PRB kicks up a loose ball, and here's Dahl driving from the right side this time, and she kicks it out. Bukers will be at the top of the free throw line, drops it, gets her own rebound, drives it from the right, and she will drop another 2. And that'll make it 50-32, 7:32. And here's Bukers on the steal.
Oh, got her with a foul.
But the ref's not going to have it. She's going to say she was fouled.
13-0 run right now for Pine River-Backus, taking a 31-point lead and shaving it right now down to 18.
Yeah, and one of the other things too is keeping it from running time. Gives the girls a better chance of coming back. Stacy and Bessler will inbound it. They'll drive it up. Here's Stacy with the drive, and it will be Dahl. Tulachek with the rebound as she'll drive the other way. She'll overdrive, kick it back to Dahl. Dahl will drive now to Hannikin underneath, and Hannikin can't get it to drop. And I cannot tell you who that little girl is, but she came in, number 12.
That's Kaylee Johnson.
That's Kaylee Johnson, as she made herself known underneath there in getting that kicked out. But Nevis recovers it, and they will come back across the timeline. McNamara at the top of the key. More center. She will kick it up now to the far side as Bessler now kicks it over to Stacy from one court. And she will give it up to Bukers, and Bukers will shook and juke Isaacson. Isaacson to get past the timeline to Tulinchek. Tulinchek back to the top of the key. Here's Bukers driving, and she drops it.
9 points now for Bukers, 6 of them this half. Plenty of time left if PRB can keep the run going.
Yeah, it's 6:18. It's 50 to 34. 52 to 34 as Nevis is able to drive quick and get a layup. I believe that was Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes from Bessler, and then a turnover.
Forbes then gets a turnover.
Yeah, that snapped a 15-0 PRB run.
And that will get us. I am not sure. They have stopped play.
That's a foul.
Oh.
Kaylee Johnson on a block.
Kaylee Johnson on a block. She will be running extra laps this week.
Yeah. You know what? Fouls haven't been as bad as last week, though.
That is true. That is true. So Nevis will inbound. It'll be Bessler to Stacy, back to Bessler, and PRB on the full court press. Now double teaming, and it works because Kaylee Johnson kicks it out, and number 11 hits a 3 for Pine River-Backus.
The lead is 15.
Ella Dahl getting another 3, and Forbes will kick it down low for Nevis, an open shot, and there is Bjorklund. Is that Adeline?
That is Adeline.
Adeline
First bucket.
Gets her first bucket here in the second half. She saw some minutes in the first half as Pine River-Backus takes it left to right as there is 5:20 on the clock as Nevis is up 54 to 40 as Pine River-Backus has now brought it back within 14 with 5:10 left as Nevis is moving left to right. It's your boy Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger here in Pine River-Backus.
And all of a sudden, Pine River-Backus is getting hot from three-point land, something we haven't seen all season yet from the PRB Tigers.
Something they need, and I think that's smart money, shooting threes here in the second half as Tulinchek will pick up a rebound off an air ball. She will drive, and she will not get it to drop as it will be Bessler and Hannikin contesting it underneath. And it will be a foul on Pine River-Backus. I'm just assuming that because of the crowd's reaction. They were not happy with that.
Hannikin thought it was a jump ball, which she might have been right, but they called Tulinchek on the arm. There were 2 Tigers of PRB there, and the foul got called before the jump. So team foul number 6, which means the next one will put Nevis at the free throw line. In the second half, we've only seen 2 free throws this entire half.
Yeah, free points aren't easy to come by. Bessler will kick it into inbounds to Brukers will pick up her third. And that will put the Tigers in the bonus.
Isaacson will go to the line for the first time tonight. She's got 10 points. 8 of those were in the first half. And now we're going to see how Nevis might be at the free throw line. 14-point lead with over 4.5 to go. So they might have a lot of opportunities.
And the first one.
Well short.
Didn't make it. But that'll give Laura Dahl the opportunity to travel left to right for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Bukers on the near side drives underneath. She'll kick it out to Tulinchek, to Dahl, back to Dahl, And that was a Laura and Ella. And Yumi Bukers will put up a 3 up here from the near side. It does not fall. It's contested by Forbes, Hannikin, and Ella Dahl underneath. Jump ball favors Nevis, 54 to 40, 4:16 left as Nevis travels right to left in their white and green. Pine River-Backus in full court pressure in the black and gold. And the Forbes will get one to drop at 4 minutes, 56-40 with the shot clock running. Tulinchek underneath to Hannikin. Hannikin can't handle the ball. She's going to look around to kick it out. Dahl will receive it, and she will miss her 3 as her friend Hannikin tries to get it back in, and the ball is now loose. And the refs will round it up and get us underway again with 3:50, 56 to 40.
Listening to KFGI, Crosby Ironton, Skeeter 101.5, with coverage also brought to us tonight for PRB from Trustworthy Components and Plumbing, etc. of Pine River, along with all the great advertisers you hear and see for tonight's broadcast.
As well, thank you, Devin. Make
Yes.
sure you pick up your R&J broadcasting books wherever you shop at our great sponsors. And that will be another foul as Nevis brings it down, and that will send Forbes to the line for 2 or 1.
It's going to be a two-shot foul here, and that's Brianna Hannikin. That is number 4 on Hannikin as Forbes misses the first free throw. So I've got Maya Stacy with 4 for Nevis, Mimi Bukers, and Brianna Hannikin each with 4 for PRB.
So looking at a little foul trouble with just 3:40 to go, as it's 57-40. Nevis Tigers on top of the Pine River-Backus Tigers as they are going left to right. Bukers on the near side is driving. She kicks it out to Hannikin, who drives. She will be stuffed and stolen from, as now Tulinchek has taken that personally and went and got that ball out of McNamara's hands, and it will be a jump ball. And Tulinchek successful as Allura Dahl will inbounds that. To Hannikin, Tulinchek to Dahl, to Allura Dahl, back to Ella Dahl, now to Allura Dahl. And Allura Dahl tried to drive, but she just bounces it. Now the Dahl sisters are all up on McNamara and Stacy, double teaming. She kicks it up to Stacy, and Bessler will get it across the line. That'll allow Jacobson to get underneath and shoot one, and there's and one from Stacy as she drops the rebound. She'll get and one from the line.
And now Nevis has pushed that lead back up to 19. That's the first points in the second half for Maya Stacy. She's in double figures now with 11, chance to make it 12.
Yeah, and she was a good force in the first half, so good job for PRB as she will drop that one. And Eveland is back out for Pine River-Backus, Leah Eveland. As now it will be stolen, and Isaacson's going to be called for a foul.
It's going to be on Allura Dahl. Isaacson had a clean clean steal, and Allura was reaching for the ball, and we heard the crowd react with an "oh," and that's because Allura got her right across the face. Thankfully, Isaacson's okay.
Both girls wearing number 1, as she will miss the first one on the back side of the hoop. So 2:50. It's 60-40 as the Nevis Tigers.
And it was foul number 10 on Pine River-Backus, so double bonus the rest of the way for Nevis.
So that'll give Evelyn and Ella Dahl the opportunity to bring it in. Mimi Bukers here on the near side, down in the corner, kicks it into Hannikin. Hannikin goes up, and she will get 1. Or she'll get fouled, so she'll get her 2 shots.
Foul on Bessler, her second. First trip to the free throw line in the second half for the team Pine River-Backus. That's a bit of a testament to Nevis's discipline on defense.
And Hannikin will miss the first one on the back side of the rim. So that will drop that percentage. Here comes the second one after a couple of drops. This one looks better, and it goes through nothing but net. And we'll have a substitution as Brewer will come in. And now we'll just have a full-on timeout, as your boy Matt Thurston and Devin Kruger are here in Pine River-Backus, as we will be right back on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.
Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
We're at the 2 minutes, 30 seconds here in the second half, as Stacy will drive left to right. Nevis in their white and green. Pine River-Backus in their black and orange, as the stadium continues to fill up, as the boys will be on next here during this doubleheader. And Nevis, Isaacson will be called out.
Yeah, Isaacson, what great hustle. Even with a 20-point lead, hustling every bit, running into their own bench, but PRB basketball.
Pine River-Backus Tigers taking it left to right. Ella Dahl will kick it to Evelyn. Evelyn will kick it down to Tulinchek, and she's going to get called for traveling. You carry that much luggage, you're going to get called.
That is turnover number 14 this half on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. That gives them 33 for the game. That's compared to 24 for Nevis.
And that is really the story of the game. Turnovers and not executing on it, as Forbes will get dropped 2 from underneath the hoops. So.
And, really for the first half, Nevis shot the ball extremely well, and they're so good at their touch at the blocks. Ava Forbes with a tremendous touch shot on a turnaround there.
Absolutely is. Tulinchek. And now here's Evelyn on the 3. It does not drop. Ella Dahl will get the rebound. Here's Brewer. She passes it on a bounce pass in. It'll be intercepted by Stacy. It'll go off the head of Forbes, and she'll pass it to Bessler.
Stacy and McNamee both have been so good at reading the passes for PRB, anticipating them and intercepting them, and now we have a stoppage over on the near side.
I am confused. What? We're just stopping to substitute?
You can, so officially it was a timeout taken by Nevis, but it was a timeout simply for substituting some players, as he's going to empty the bench here for the final minute 18 here. A couple of new players in for McKenna. Stacy is into the contest, along with Bjorklund and Lindo, along with a couple of starters for the Nevis Tigers.
And number 5, McKenna Stacy, she's a big part of their JV crew. Very active on there, so it's good to see her getting some varsity minutes, as Evelyn will take it at the top of the key. Pine River-Backus' Brewer will shoot the 3. It will be
Margaret Crimmins on the rebound.
Crimmins in for the first time. She's making herself known. And now Nevis will take it left to right, and it will be a foul, probably a reach in here.
Yeah, for PRB, they have one starter out there with Ella Dahl, and then Ariana Burns came in as well 47 seconds ago as a foul by Ariana Burns, and it's going to be 2 shots at the free throw line for McNamee.
So 47 seconds left, 63 to 41. Make it 64 as McNamee gets these down. She drops the second one. So it's 65 to 41, 47 seconds. See if the bench players can get a couple of points or at least a few shots off. And Brewers will take the shot for the 3. It'll roll around the rim, and McNamee will take it, and it'll be contested by Ella Dahl, and it will go off of Nevis. So Ella Dahl will get the opportunity to kick it in. And here's Evelyn. Here's Ella Dahl again. She tries to bounce pass it in. It will be deflected. Pine River-Backus ball with 25 seconds left, down 65-41. It's your boy Matt Thurston alongside Devin Kruger here in Pine River-Backus as we are finishing up game 1 with the girls. As game 2 of boys basketball, Crosby Ironton versus Pine River-Backus Tigers coming up.
And again, we'll do kind of an abbreviated post game. I'm already kind of half getting the stats down. We'll do a quick recap, go through the numbers, post game award winners for this girls game, and then transition to the boys.
As now Nevis will travel left to right, and they will cross the timeline and just eat up the rest of this clock with the pass around. So Devin, as this game ends, and
we'll get ready for post game.
We will get ready for post game. Pine River-Backus Tigers have failed. I shouldn't say have failed, have just not scored enough points here as they fall 65 to 41. Your boy Matt Thurston and Devin Kruger will be right back on your live event at Skeeter 101.5.
A full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Hi, we're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us on an Alaska and Glacier Bay cruise July 23rd to August 4th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information and to watch a travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
That's Nevis 65, Pine River-Backus 41 in the girls matchup. And for those watching on yourliveevent.com, the boys already out warming up. So a quick post-game recap, and we're going to transition into the boys game. Again, for your live event viewers, we will have a separate broadcast for the boys matchup. So we'll get into that real soon. First, the halftime score was 42-15 in favor of Nevis. Second half, it was pretty much kind of right around that, that same 29 to 30 point range. Pine River-Backus made it interesting, though. A 15-0 run cut it down to 50-34. PRB eventually got within 16 at 54-40, but that was as close as they could get as the Nevis Tigers get the win. They go to 3-0 on the year. Pine River-Backus falls to 0-4. This was the conference opener, so 1-0 for the Nevis Tigers and 0-1 for the PRB Tigers. For the stats, turnovers were a big piece of this one. Pine River-Backus with 34, with the Nevis with 24. Rebounding, Pine River-Backus a lot more rebounds, a lot of offensive rebounds. Nevis did a much better job in the second half. PRB, good attack, good job. I mean, really good job attacking the offensive glass, but they couldn't convert. Field goal shooting, I think, was a big disparity between the two clubs. With Nevis, they had some really nice shooters that we saw through the first half. And they continued that, especially when they got shots along the paint. They did a really nice job. Individually for Pine River-Backus, Brianna Hannikin led the way with a dozen. Mimi Buchers had 9. Alora Dahl had 8. She also had 3 steals, 3 assists, and a block. 8 points for Ella Dahl, all in the second half. 2 points, 2 steals, 2 assists for Tulenchek. 2 points, 2 steals off the bench for Aaliyah Lewis for the Pine River-Backus 41. For the Nevis Tigers, really impressed with their balance. Ava Forbes, 21 points, 3 assists, 3 steals. 15 for Kaylee Bessler, 12 for Maya Stacy, who also had 3 assists and 3 steals. 11 points, 5 steals, 2, make that 3 assists, make that 6 steals for Claire Isaacson. She really had a nice game. And then 2 points, but 5 steals for Grace McNamee. So she had 4 points, 4 points, 5 steals for McNamee, and then 2 points for Adeline Bjorklund. That's the rundown of the stats. Let's now go to our post-game award winners with our first one, the Enbridge Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. As Enbridge, thanks for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on the new and safer pipeline that delivers the North American energy that we rely on every day. Our Enbridge Player of the Game, Maya Stacy, again, had her for 3 steals, 3 assists, 12 points. She was all over, really in that 3-2 defense on one of the wings. Did a phenomenal job just reading passes, anticipating passes, tipped a lot of them. She did a really, really nice job for the Nevis Tigers. And for Mimi Buchers, she is going to be our star of the game for the PRB Tigers. Let's talk to Mimi here real quick, because we know that it was a tough start for the Tigers. Nevis coming in, Mimi, as you knew that they were going to be a really tough opponent, but what were some of the things? Coach talked about a really good practice yesterday. What did you focus on? What did you try to turn around tonight?
Yeah, we focused on our offense versus a 2-3 zone, because we knew they were going to come in and play that the whole time. So we did have to switch that up a couple times because we weren't executing right, but yeah, that was our game plan.
I thought that you attacked the basket very well. I thought you especially attacked the offensive rebounds. But did it get to a point where it was kind of frustrating that you just weren't able to convert those into points?
Yeah, it's been a tough finishing week for me. I mean, finishing those, it's frustrating, but I just got to keep going, and yeah.
Well, and defensively, Coach Steele talked about switching some things up defensively, and you got some pressure on Nevis. You got some turnovers. What are some of the things that excite you about what this team is trending towards when it comes to putting pressure on your opponents?
Yeah, our defense can be really, really good at times, but from there we just have to convert that in good transition points, and yeah, we'll work on that.
It's one of those things where we know it can be tough because you're 0-4, but you keep fighting, and I love to see how it doesn't matter. It's like you girls are really good at ignoring the scoreboard and just going out and really trying hard. You've got a couple of days now to prepare. How hungry is this team to finally get a win?
We're very hungry. I mean, we know we're better than how we played. We just got to show it, and we just got to put in more focus and be mentally ready for these games, and yeah.
Well, hopefully it turns around Friday. I know you got a long road trip, but hopefully it's a good bus ride back.
Yeah.
Mimi, congratulations on your award and a good, strong effort out there again tonight.
Thank you.
Mimi Buchers, our Pine River Family Market star of the game. Don't forget the Pine River Family Market's outdoor seafood sale. 1 day only, and it's coming up this Friday starting at 10 o'clock only at Pine River Family Market. So that is our star of the game, which again is brought to you by Pine River Family Market. We'll get that up for your live event. And then, of course, our big deal of the game, which is brought to you by a host of area businesses, including Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products of Brainerd, Matson Lumber of Nisswa, Donlinger Automotive of Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, Riverwood Healthcare Centers, Atwater GMC in Aiken, Tykes Carpet Castle in Brainerd, and Shannon's Auto Body of Brainerd. Ava Forbes, sophomore for the Nevis Tigers, 21 points, 3 steals, 3 assists. She was a force tonight on both the sides of the ball.
Yeah, yes. Yes, she was. She understood the assignment. She came in, but Nevis came in hot. They pressed right away in the first couple of minutes, and unfortunately, that was what QRB girls were competitive with them, and they just kind of seemed to fall behind. You swim as hard as you can, you just can't catch up to the boat.
And unfortunately for PRB, it sends them to an 0-4 starting record, and for Nevis, a 3-0 record and their 3rd straight win. We are going to break on Skeeter 101.5. We are going to wrap up the broadcast on yourliveevent.com. We'll get the second game up real soon. Crosby, Ironton, and Pine River-Backus for the boys' side is coming up here from Pine River-Backus High School on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com.